Taurus, welcome to your December video. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. This is a general reading for Taurus for December. We're going to ask a couple of questions. First, we're going to ask, what gifts does the universe have for you? And second, we're going to ask about receiving. Because I think a lot of us are pretty good at giving, not so good at receiving. So we're going to learn how to be a little bit better there. What can the universe tell us about being better receivers? So there's your gifts. Let's see what we have with regard to receiving. How does Taurus become a better receiver? How does Taurus learn to receive more graciously? Also can sort of talk to what is blocking you from being a good receiver, right? Let's see what we have here. So the King of Pentacles in reverse as your first gift. This is indulgence and sensuality. This is all of the pleasurable aspects of being in a human body. And that's also the message from the Queen of Pentacles. It seems like you might be having some hot, steamy times in December, Taurus. Or maybe you are getting some spa certificates as gifts, and you get to go and just really indulge your senses at a spa. Excuse me. You can really get comfortable in your body. This is the gift from the universe for you in December, Taurus, is real comfort in your physical self. Feeling really good about your body, feeling good in your body. And the Knight of Swords is also a gift here for you. This is about seeing yourself in a different way. So a new perspective on who you are, how you fit into your life, what your role is, or sort of a new vision of yourself, of new possibilities of what your life could be, who you are, what you're good at, what you could be good at. It's a really very expansive, open, new energy intellectually. So it allows you, like, you may have fallen into a bit of a rut. You may see yourself as, you know, I work at a bank, I'm a banker, I'm a parent, I am a member of the PTO, and I am in the garden club, and I am a mother, and I am a daughter, or I am an uncle, and I am a member of the NRA. And these are the things I am, right? You have a bunch of labels that you have collected over the course of your life to date. And this Knight of Swords gift from the universe allows you to just jumble that all up, reevaluate, see what you want to be going forward. From this moment on, you don't need to be what you were. Interestingly, this gift here, you know, about comfort in your body and sensuality and physical indulgence, it is also a King and Queen of Pentacles. It's a pair, but one of them's upside down. So different people will interpret this different ways, but I think there is here a gift in that that is about sort of it's kind of in line with this Knight of Swords. You can sort of re-establish your roles. You can reevaluate what you are to one another as a couple, if you are in a couple, or if you're not in a couple presently. You can renegotiate with yourself what you want a partner to be like. I think those are all part of the gift the universe has for you. So, how do you receive? Because one of our assumptions here in these readings this month is that a lot of us have trouble receiving graciously. And so these cards are meant to address how you can get better at receiving. or what's blocking you from being a great receiver and being open to receive these fantastic gifts the universe has for you in December. With the Three of Wands, there's a focus on looking forward and anticipating rapid growth and expansion. There is, in that maybe a lot of focus forward, like what does this mean? What is this going to be? As opposed to just accepting what is today. And so that energy of meeting any gift with an anticipation of some greater version of it that could be possible can be, it can be, well, a little insulting to the giver. You might not even know that you're doing it, but there may be here some aspect of every gift you receive being received with an eye toward what greater version of it might exist in the future. So just be aware of that. There is also here this card of tenacity, the Nine of Wands. This is someone who has fought many battles, very much a fighter, ready to take on whatever challenges come, very much, a soldier. And that can get in the way of you receiving the gift because you feel like you have to fight for everything you receive. You feel like it's not legitimate if you haven't earned it through conflict or battle or working really hard. And sometimes you don't have to earn the gifts. Sometimes gifts are just gifts. They're just given to you out of generosity, out of love, out of a sense of gratitude even. The universe has all these amazing gifts, but it doesn't want you to fight for it. It doesn't want you to struggle to be in this space of physical and sensual luxury. It doesn't want that. It just wants you to accept it. And it can be hard if you've had to fight all your life to get what you want, or even your basic needs met. It can be difficult to set that aside. So that might be getting in the way for you as well, Taurus. You might be in a lack mentality or a very stubbornly independent energy where you feel like you have to earn everything you receive. The Justice card is next here. This speaks to balancing the scales. This can speak to cause and effect. It can speak to having some clarity at last, finding out what the truth is, and being impartial. And how does that relate? I'm not entirely sure. It may feel to you that if you get a gift, then there has to be some price to it, right? The cause and effect. So if you give me a gift, then I owe you something. And that kind of mental energy and attitude around the receiving can really block you, can really block your ability to receive these amazing gifts that are waiting for you in December. A comfort in your body, a real sensual pleasure in being a human, an ability to completely evaluate all of the roles that you play and how you define yourself, and redefine yourself, recreate who you are. It's a pretty amazing gift to get. Let's do a little bit of clarifying. I have the Harmonious Tarot, this little deck here, these tiny little cards. Let's see if there are any clarifiers on the gifts. Any clarifiers on Taurus gifts for December? We have a couple. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the Lovers in reverse. So Taurus, you have first this energy of looking ahead again, same as here, right? So you have to further clarify your gifts. You have one of the cards that is one of your how do you become a better receiver cards, and that's about looking ahead, anticipating rapid growth and expansion. So as you're defining who you want to be, it's sort of a message from the universe to dream big, right? Don't limit yourself. Go crazy with it. You know, crazy things sometimes work out perfectly fine. The Lovers in reverse here seems to indicate that part of you receiving these gifts, the sensual pleasures, the comfort in your body, the ability to redefine yourself, it might involve moving away from a partnership of some sort. So, you know, changing jobs or changing relationships, or maybe a relationship to a part of yourself. You could have to make some choices between work and your pleasure. You know, maybe you would really benefit from having massages twice a week, but you have a job and it's hard to get away. Maybe there's a way you can adjust your schedule so that you can actually have time for that. Or maybe you really enjoy swimming and you want to go to swim class, but it's only meeting at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. And in this case, you know, you're supposed to be working. Reevaluate your role. Try to find a way to make it work, because prioritizing pleasure is a big message of the Queen of Pentacles, and no one's going to do that for you. Okay, so these things will help you to receive the gifts. These are just considerations on how to receive those gifts. Let's look at some clarifiers around how to be a better receiver, how to more graciously receive, how to be a better receiver. Oh, there's a lot of cards. All right, I'll take these ones. We have Judgment again. No, not again. You don't have Judgment, you have Justice. So we have Judgment, which is about reckoning. You know, it's reflecting on where you're at and acknowledging that sometimes the gifts are rewards for past efforts. You don't always have to fight for them. Again, the Hierophant is about seeking knowledge from an authority of some sort. So the Hierophant is, it's interesting here. This can represent tradition and conformity. And so you need to wonder, where is tradition and conformity to some external authority blocking you from receiving gifts? Like, you don't think you are entitled to them. You're not allowed to have them. They somehow violate a religious belief, perhaps. It seems like that might be something that is relevant in your reading, Taurus. We also have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands. How is that adding to this question? This is about success and public acclaim, public acknowledgement of your good work. And there may be something about receiving. Maybe you're shy to get attention. Maybe you don't want gifts to be given to you, because then others might pay more attention to you and your good fortune, and that might make you feel awkward. It might bring up a whole host of fears for you. It's interesting. They're interesting qualifiers. I'm not sure that clarifiers. I'm not sure that they clarify all that much for me. I think what I see here is someone who is in line to have some really pleasurable physical experiences this month, if they can allow themselves to receive this, allow themselves to redefine their roles, who they are, how they see themselves, who they want to be, allow themselves to be who they want to be, to disregard this pressure of tradition and conforming to some societal rule where you have to work hard to get everything in your life. There are no gifts, that you have to always be striving to be something better and more than you are today. That gets in the way of you being able to open and graciously accept this pleasure that's on you know, on the list for you for December, your gift. I'm going to pull one of the Enchanted Map Oracle cards for you, Taurus. See what you have here. You have number 32, Magic Prayer. Number 32 may be relevant to some of you. It is a 5 energy, so solving problems. Maybe feeling a little bit unstable, I should say, instability. Speak your prayer, listen for the answers, act in faith. When you see the Magic Prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, Thy will be done through me, Thy will and not mine be done. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and desires to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you. As long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power, be assured that you are on the right path. So, call upon your faith, say your prayers, make your questions, ask for guidance, ask for help, where you're not sure which direction to go, where you're not sure how to break free from these pressures or these restrictions that are getting in the way of you receiving graciously all the gifts that are waiting for you. Let's take a look here at the Faeries Oracle, one card from there for Taurus, some further guidance for December. Let's see what we have. Oh, you have Fairy Guide. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Let me see if I can find it in the book. I think that might just be a blank card. Fairy Guide. It doesn't have a number. I don't know. It's a mystery, Taurus. Is it the 0 card, maybe? Fairy Guides and Guardians. Number 105. Let's see. Fairy Guide. No, that's not it. So let's see if it's the 0 card, perhaps. Yeah, I guess that is. Is that card 0? Do you think that's a 0 up there? Can't focus. I'm not sure what this is. It's just a blank card. Okay, I think it's this one, card 0, Fairy Guide. Direct communication with Fairy. This card has been left blank for you to draw your own fairy guide on. Some people may have a clear mental image of their personal guide to fairy, but if you don't have that yet, there are a couple things you can try. First, try doing some loose sketches in a meditative state. And if that doesn't work, you can look through the fairies in this deck and you can pick one, right? So if you receive this, then I don't know. I think I'm going to pick another one for you, because I think what I'm meant to do is create my own card, and I didn't do that. So, sorry for the confusion there, Taurus. Let's just pick another card for you, because it does basically say that you will decide the powers and the message of the fairy you create. And since I've not created one, I can't really tell you what my fairy would do. you could imagine for yourself a fairy, I suppose. Guiu the Slow, I think that's his name. I have trouble reading the script. Number 43. Let's look up number 43. Guiu the Slow. Cycles of time, slowness, waiting, and patience. Slow down. Sit back in your chair and think a little. Why are you going so fast? What do you hope to gain from it? Are you metaphorically trying to push the river? What kind of stress is being created in your life by hurrying? The presence of Guiu in a reading indicates that the situation or issue is part of a long process that cannot be hurried. Not well. It is important to settle in for a long haul and set a pace that you can maintain for as long as you need, while remaining relaxed and patient. If you are short on patience, try cultivating your acquaintance with the Singer of the Chalice, card 12. You will find life much more delightful if you do. Guiu himself clearly does, to judge from his face. So it's asking you to be patient, to be slow, to wait, to let things evolve in their own time. There may be something about December that makes you impatient, something that makes you want to rush through. I'm going to pull one last card for you, Taurus. It is one of the Universe Has Your Back affirmation cards. Let's see what we have here for you. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So it's a perspective shift, right? It has something to do, I think, with this reevaluating your role and how you define yourself. Leaning back in certainty and faith, take some time with that, some patience, to think about who you are and what you want to be, who you want to be, how to be more open to the gifts that are waiting for you. I think it'll be an interesting December for you. I hope that this is full of wonderful moments and treasures. I think I will be doing, at the end of this month, some look ahead to the new year type of readings, something in depth, something separate from the January reading. I'm feeling sort of called to do, a deep dive. So perhaps we'll see you then. I hope that you have a great December. I'll see you in the weeklies. Thank you for all the support of the channel. I very much appreciate it. For all the likes, shares, and subscribes. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. We'll see you next time, Taurus. Blessings.